The answer's still no, isn't it? Hello. Well, while we're at it. Ta-da! Oh, Bloomstone. Marvels. Right, road to Kakaraku then. East road towards Kakaraku along the mountainsides. What is it with this game and making things really hard for me to find? That's north. Done. Oh, it doesn't have to be raining. Alright, we've got 2. Need 3 more now. I need 5 in order to get the thing upgraded. There you are. 4. Chat saves the day. Again, I've just realised I also missed a dragon, didn't I? Oh well. How many do we need? 13? Nope, 5 as far as I'm aware. Wait, am I being an idiot? I'm being an idiot. No! Sticky frog! No! No! No, I'm not being an idiot. Yeah, I just need 50. I just need sticky frogs. That's it, we're done. Found them all. I just got that last one because it was tweeping at me. That should be it. away, please. Bam, ba, 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 right. We should be able to finish this set now. Yay! There we go. 10 opal. Right, that's the froggy stuff done. On to the frostbite stuff. Which... I might have enough. No. Anything I'm going to be missing the cold darners. That's going to be a pain. Oh. Oh. Right, so for the frostbite set, I need 10 winter wing butterflies, a lot of large zonai charges, and 10 cold donors. I think I have some cold donor, but I couldn't tell you how many. Hey! Excuse me, we've got enough cold donor. No winterwing butterflies, though. That's unfortunate. Also, I think something's gone a bit screwy here because the dragon scales are mixed up with the butterflies, but okay. Right. Right, okay. So we need to find winterwing butterflies. Where do I find them? Five winterwing butterfly locations. Gerudo Summit. Hail, NGRKP. Welcome. Yo, how are you going? All right. I've only mostly lost my will to live with the farming of these armor upgrades. Hopefully you are having a good time as well, my friend. Maybe Nintendo should have made separate windows for completing upgrades, so you could find certain gear and see what you need to upgrade them. Yes. Yes, that would have probably helped. Or just not be so egregious with the things that we need to find. Tell you what, we'll go there and we'll glide across. This is good. This is good. If only Nintendo had made a completely different UI. If only Nintendo didn't fall into the trap of Yakuza 0 and playing an animation whenever we upgraded a piece of armor, rather than just having it go, boosh, there you go, you've upgraded a piece of, oh, son of a dingle. Right, okay then. I only played the first one, Breath of the Wild. Do you recommend the new one? I suppose in a lot of ways, yes. In many ways, no. If you enjoyed the story and the world building in Breath of the Wild, you're going to be sorely disappointed on this one because everyone has amnesia. The new gameplay mechanics are very good. I very much appreciate a couple of the champion abilities. I very much appreciate all of this wheel. I appreciate Ultra Hand's a lot of fun. Auto Build's a lot of fun. Fuse I think is quite a good idea. I don't use Recall that much, but I think Stasis worked better, and I don't know why the map's there. And Ascend is absolutely brilliant. Ascend and Ultra Hand have been absolutely fantastic. I'd say give it a try. Give it a play. The story's actually quite good as well, in several ways. The story isn't good, but yes, accept the 100%. The story could be better, but yes, what Spawn said. Don't 100% this game. Do not try and complete this game. It is not worth it. My sanity will attest to that. Just different to the old one. Pretty well, it's different, but a lot the same. Hold on, I'm going on a rant here, but the map, this part of the map, exactly the same as in Breath of the Wild. To be honest, layout's exactly the same, locations are still exactly the same. You find the towers, you find the shrines, etc., etc. The sky is an interesting idea, but very empty, and the depths is a bit samey. But there's plenty to do, like murdering mini-bosses and the Yiga Clan sub-story. The Yiga Clan story was quite entertaining, I must admit. But that's because the Yiga Clan are just a bunch of Muppets and I just love them. In terms of the story, it's pretty similar. You wake up, Zelda is missing, you go to the 4 regions, save a sage... champion, well, a champion in the previous game, a sage in this one, and then you fight the big bad at the end of the game. There's some differences, some very awesome differences, but few and far between, unfortunately. You know what would make this game better? Hildebrand. Hildebrand would make anything better. Hildebrand and Majima, best game in the universe. But unfortunately, this isn't Final Fantasy, nor is it Yakuza. Though I low-key would love a Yakuza Easter egg where we just run into Kiryu somewhere, but that's because I'm a fanboy, so, you know. Now, I'm torn. Personally, I think Breath of the Wild is a better game than Tears of the Kingdom. There's more going on for it. It seemed like a much tighter story than this one. It seemed to all go quite well. I loved the story in Breath of the Wild. This one, it's not quite as much. It's got its moments, don't get me wrong. It certainly has its moments, but it doesn't quite compare to the whole mystery and intrigue of Tears of the Kingdom. That's a Glico. I need to kill a Glico. Can I be bothered killing this Glico? Do I have enough weapons and stuff to kill this Glico? Can I be bothered murdering? I'll be bothered murdering Glico, why not? Why, hello, Mr. Glico. I see you are having a fine and splendiferous time, but unfortunately I must now shoot you in the face with these fire keys I hold. Yep-a-doo. Go. Also, while we've got it paused, haha! Hail, NGRKP! Thank you very much for the follow and welcome to our little band of Travelers Samurai. Much appreciated. Now, in celebration of this, let's beat up this ice dragon. Hydra. Bing. Oh, well, at least I didn't fall off the mountain this time. Goosh! Oh, good! You're also in a nicer place for me to attack. Oh no! Well, the thingy broke. Oh. Oh wow, this is not doing as much damage as I thought. Oh! Oh! No, no. Now I've fallen off the ledge. Oh. Oh, it's this one again. Okay, fine. Bring it on, you overgrown lizard! This is one of the few occasions where recall comes in handy. Bye! Mine. 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 Awesome. Right, I needed those Glico guts for something. Hildebrand has copyright of Sony and SE. No, so that would possibly, it wouldn't be possible even if Capcom made a few Zelda games. Yeah, no, just there's no chance of Kiryu or Majima showing up in The Legend of Zelda because they're owned by Sega. But you know, you seen the latest rumors of the Switch 2 hardware? No, I have. Well, sort of. I saw it flash up on my feed before I started streaming, but unfortunately, no, I didn't get around to it. I'll probably read them later. It's the OLED 2! Fantastic! Load of bollocks! No, it isn't. I don't think it'll be an OLED 2. As more, I can see it having an OLED in it, but I can't see them doing an OLED 2 because, what, is it going to be more OLEDier than the last one? Yeah, give over. I wouldn't mind seeing a quantum dot screen and a Switch, but yeah, that's not going to happen. It's only recently that quantum dot technology sort of made it into monitor. No, it's kind of recently it's made it into monitors. I don't know if it's made it into laptops yet. I think there is a laptop on the market now that does have quantum dot screen, but it's something obscene like $20,000 or something. It is. 120 Hz screen, 8 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal storage. What about the processor though? Also, 8 GB of RAM? 8 GB of system memory, fair enough, because it's a Switch, it's not running Windows. The operating system can be pretty lightweight. What I want to know is what the VRAM is. I want to know what VRAM it's packing. I also want to see what hertz the processor is, how many cores it's got, and I want to find out what the graphics chip is. I'm guessing it's going to be some sort of AMD software on the circuit sort of thing, but we'll see. The only way I'll buy a new Switch is if they make a VR version. That's an exceedingly niche market, my friend, and I do not think that Nintendo will do that. I will buy a new Switch when the hardware upgrades. My Gen 1 Switch works brilliantly. It hasn't failed me yet. Admittedly, the fan does sound like it's getting on a touch, but for the most part, my Switch is absolutely... I love it. It's brilliant. I was looking for butterflies, wasn't I? I'd upgrade to a more powerful Switch, but like I said as I've said with the OLED Switch, I see absolutely no point whatsoever upgrading to an OLED because there's no upgrade to the hardware. It's the hardware is the obvious factor of it's a new screen. That's all you get. There's nought in it. Let's see if we can... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I've already killed the Glico. Don't need to worry about that. So you know what? We're going to put on our snow boots for a change. It's been so long since I've used the snow boots, I can't remember where they are. There we are. They are making it so that's the joke. I won't be buying a new Switch. If they did make a VR headset, that would be cool, but yeah, it'll never happen. I don't want Nintendo to make a VR headset anyway. They always use last gen. Nintendo play it safe. No, I can't see Nintendo making a VR headset. I just can't. The hardware wouldn't hold up. The graphics technology wouldn't hold up. It's just leave it to companies that have more oomph than their consoles, like a Sony or a Microsoft. I want Nintendo to build a system that can run their games superbly. Because that's the strength of Nintendo. It's their games. That's it. Their hardware's always been a bit lacking. To be honest, if they started releasing games on PC, they'd probably not have too much of an issue, but at the same time, I understand why they have proprietary consoles, because it makes it easier to make games. Because you can make the game on your system your way because you know exactly how the hardware infrastructure works. Whereas if you have to make it for PC, then you have to jump through all the loops of porting it and making sure it runs on the consecutive hardware. It's the same for the PlayStation and the Xbox as well. But, well, I say that, but the Xbox has very much become more of a PC than a console, and probably the same could maybe be argued for the PlayStation as well. Oh, right. No, I am in the right place to find winter supplies. I'm just not picking up any. Now, is this because they only spawn during the day, or is it because I'm being really unlucky? Could be either or at this point. Run their games at a smooth, locked 60 FPS is the dream, and for the dock to actually boost the stuff and not be a piece of plastic. Well, it boosts it probably less in terms of adding any sort of processing to it, but more in terms of power distribution to the circuit. It's like a laptop. A laptop works more, the laptop will run up to a higher rate when it's plugged in because it's got the wall outlet supplying more than enough power to the circuit, whereas running it off the battery, well, it has to knock itself into a lower performance mode in order to preserve some sort of battery life. So I can see that with the Switch, whereas you plug it in and then it gets more power because the CPU can drain more electricity because it doesn't have to worry about battery life. But at the same time, yeah. There must be some integrated circuitry in the dock because you get firmware updates for the dock, but I don't know. You have to remember the Switch is its first generation as well. I mean, look at the Game Boy. You had the Game Boy, and then you had the Game Boy Color, and then the Game Boy Advance is where it really Game Boy Advance started to carry it on, and then you had the SP where it was brilliant because you had a backlit screen. You had all the things you loved about the Game Boy, but you had a backlit screen, and it was foldable, so you could put it in your pocket much easier. You saw the evolution there. The Switch, I think the Switch 2 could probably do very good things. But for the moment, well, we'll see. I'll read the articles when I get the chance. To be honest, I'm not even too fussed about the locking at 60 FPS. I don't quite notice it when I'm playing this, but in fairness, when it's docked, it's supposed to run at 60 FPS, but I've not got an FPS counter up, so I don't know what the Switch is actually running as. But at least it's running stably, and also, if you think about it, the amount of power that you can actually... Oh, hello, there we go. The amount of power they're actually packing into this console, because it's rendered all of this. It has rendered the entirety of the map of the ground of Hyrule, and it's rendered in the sky. And, though we've noticed it a couple of times, the loading times between the surface and the depths, not too egregious, I must admit. The only issue is when you go to somewhere like Kakaraku, and then it turns around and says, lol, nope, and then it drops the frame rate. But, the last few times we've been to Kakaraku, it hasn't been that bad. Which makes me think in that instance, it may have been an optimization issue, rather than an actual issue with the Switch hardware. Maybe it was the same for Breath of the Wild, for the Kokori forests in Breath of the Wild, though at the same time I still think the Kokori forest was an issue with... Hold on, there we go. I think the Kokori forest was an issue more to do with the fact that they were trying to render in far too many Koroks jumping in and out of the woods, and it just tanks the power of the Switch, or the stability of the Switch. I must admit, we did end up having more than a couple of crashes when we were playing Trial of the Sword. Ow. Okay, fun. Thank you. If I had a Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, is what you're thinking of. I'd just emulate Switch games and get the FPS and other mods. I have a Steam Deck, but I have no interest. Well, I could emulate my Switch games, but no, I'm playing them legit. I'm not too concerned about that. One day I might try I might put try emulating Switch games on the Steam Deck, but we'll see. I mean, I literally have my Steam Deck here. Running fine, though admittedly trying to 100% Batman Arkham City on it has been rather painful, considering I'm going through the campaigns and they're not the most stable. So I nearly get to the end of the hardest one and then the game's crashed. I've been trying to do the hardest campaign map for Arkham City for ages. Or the Riddler Challenge campaign map for ages. It's just a pain in the neck. It really is. I have found 2 Winterwing butterflies and I need 10. Oh, I stand corrected. Never mind, I found one. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I took off me trousers, didn't I? Oh, rip. Ah. Hey, they do explode if they're upside down. Alright. Bonk. I knew they exploded when they were upside down, but if you don't throw them, they just sort of sit there until they just fail. Oh, problem solved. Oh, yeah, I could have done this. Oh, well. Hmm? Bing. That said, on the point of Steam Decks, MSI have got something in the works. They've just announced it at CEX. Not CEX. No, it is CEX. LTT. They've just done a video on it. Pretty much as a Steam Deck, but they've got Hal effect joysticks and triggers in it, which is quite nice. But it's also running Windows. Well, it's running an Intel processor, one of the newest ones, so it's got Thunderbolt 4 compatibility off a USB-C port, which is quite nice. But it's also running Windows, which makes me think that software-wise it's going to be quite heavy, whereas the Steam Deck's running a version of Linux. I just scared that butterfly off, didn't I? Ah, there's one over here, though. Right, that's 4. At the time, we might find some more. One. Let's grab that just in case. Bum, 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 bum. Righto. Right, back to it. Hmm. No. Okay. Hmm. Well, that's fine. Oh, hold on. Satori Mountain Foothill Cave apparently has quite a lot of butterflies as well. Question is, where's Satori Mountain? Okay. I'll give it a try. Oh. Let's be lazy. All I need is 5 now and we'll be golden. Yeah, let's use the flight suit for a change, I think. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Oh. That's Hilton shop. Oh. Yep, no, he's not here. He's gone. Very much gone. Oh well. Endura carrots. Nice. Well, he's at least on Satori Mountain. Admittedly, this might all just be for a wild goose chase, but you never know.